Welcome back to March Madness Analysis. I'm up to 31 subscribers now, nearly a third of the way to my 100 subscriber giveaway. Last season, a lot of unanswered questions. Who was the national champion? Who were the Cinderellas? Who would have been the upsets? There's no skipping school or work to watch the tournament, whether you want to call it March Misery, March Sadness. So all you can really do now is predict who would have been in Atlanta on April the 6th for the national title game. So in front of you, you'll see the top 25 right before the conference tournaments. And we're just going to narrow it down today to see who would have been our national champion or could have been. So these are just 5 of my 36 statistics that I've gathered over the last couple months, all before the tournament would have been. So let's get started. Just 3 of the last 40 Final Four teams have had a player averaging over 19 points a game. So let's eliminate those teams. Let's start off with number 25 Iowa and Luka Garza averaging 23.9 points a game. Let's get rid of Seton Hall and Myles Powell, who averaged 21 points a game. Let's get rid of Oregon and Peyton Pritchard, who averaged 20.5 points a game. And finally, how about Obi Toppin averaging 20 points a game, getting rid of Dayton? So now we're down to 21 teams that are left in the running. 10 of the last 14 champions have been a top 100 defensive team. So the teams that don't fit that category are Auburn, who is 202nd in the country. BYU is 148th defensively. Duke is 139th. Creighton is 189th. And Gonzaga at 134th in the country. So now we're down to our Sweet 16 teams. 11 of the past 15 champions have been a top 125 team in free throw percentage, and teams that don't fit that category. West Virginia, almost dead last at 333rd. They're gone. Illinois at 145th. They're right on the edge, but they're not in the category. Virginia at 144th. They're also on the edge. And Baylor at 245th in the country. They're all out. And let's pop another statistic out here. Only one time in the last 19 years, the number 1 overall team has won the national championship. And only 4 times in the last 35 years, the number 1 overall team has won the national title. So let's get rid of Kansas. And Kansas also didn't fit the free throw percentage category at 301st in the country. So now we are down to the top 11. So next, 17 out of the last 20 champions have had 3 players that average at least 35% three-point shooting. And the only team left up here that does not fit that category is Kentucky, who only has 2 players. Emmanuel Quickley and Nate Sestina, both over 35% three-point shooting, but that's only 2 players. So now we're down to our top 10. 11 of the past 15 champions have been in the top 15 in the preseason pool and the top 15 in the first pool of the new year. So teams that didn't fit that category. Butler was only in the top 15 of the first pool of the new year. They're gone. Houston was in neither of the top 15s. Ohio State was just in the new year pool. Wisconsin was in neither of the top 15. Villanova was just in the top 15 of the preseason pool. San Diego State was just in the top 15 of the New Year pool. And Florida State was just in the top 15 of the New Year pool as well. So that leaves Maryland, Michigan State, and Louisville remaining. Comment down below who you think your national champion would have been. Let me know who you think could have been a Cinderella, who could have been upset, who's overrated. I want to know everything. So that's all I have for now. Next week, we will go over the top 25 jerseys in college basketball. And that's about all I have. So I'll see you guys next Tuesday.